Namaste, Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum. And a pleasant good morning. Order very much, when somebody, you lose someone like Auntie, it's not so much a good morning, but the footprints she leaves, the life she led, it is indeed a celebration of this very noble lady. If you could acknowledge, the blessings came from the heaven this morning to bless this beautiful soul and the wonderful family. A special namaskar to Panditji, a very respectable and adorable Pandit. Indeed, we will now hand over to him to do his beginning of prayers and into whatever ritual he has to do in coordination with this program. So while the Pandit is doing his rituals there, time is very important today for everybody. Be it the layman, be it the man coming from Canada or America, be it the man from Ikakas to Toko. Time is very valuable. So most of you all know the bhajan. We will do the bhajan. Aaj andhere mere hum insan, gyan ka surat chamka de Bhagavan. Without the inspiration and the blessing and strength into God, we become like a blue sky without rain. So let us join this bhajan. Most of you all know it. This is all we can do as we are here to celebrate this beautiful life. So please join. आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरत चमकारे भगवान. आज अंधेरे What is the number 30 years? अधिकारी कर्म कर्म
पर किरण दिखारी भगवन किरण दिखारी
इन यकियन को प्रभु करा दे इन यकियन को प्रभु करा दे छोटी से पहचान छोटी से पहचान आज अंधेरे हम तो है संतान तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारे हम तो है
संतान तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारी
तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारे प्रभु है हम अधिकारे तेरी दया
प्रभु हम दिखारी प्रभु है हम दिखारी
दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारा दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारा ऐसा दे भरदान ऐसा दे भरदान आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरज चमकारे भगवान
Thank you very much, Bhaiya, for that beautiful bhajan. If we all could understand the Hindi words to English, it would be greater to an intellect and a heart and mind. Again, on behalf of the bereaved family, we extend warm and cordial welcome to each and every one of you. At this moment, we ask each and every one of you to please stand and join with our opening prayer. Hey Prabhu, Shri Krishna, O Lord, I surrender to you again and again. You are cause of this creation, sustenance, and reabsorption. O Lord, through this human body, we have the understanding that there is a God, to surrender to you again and again. That at the end of time, when we detach this body as a soul, to re-emerge in you as a devotee. Om Nadini Dhanu Devaha Shankachakra Gadadaraha Akshaha Pundarikakshaha Rookmin Harripersad Preta Moksha Paro Bhava Harasi Pushpa Samakasham Pitavasa Samashuttam Ye Namastyanti Govindam Natisham Vidyate Bhayam Krishna Krishna Kripalo Pumagati Namagati Bhava Sansar Arnava Magnanam Prasi Purushottama Om Adya Amukayane Shri Vaishak Mase Shukla Pakshe Pingalanam Asya Asya Tradashi Chithi Rashtra Rookmin Harripersad Se Antishti Sanskaram Aham Parikshe Om Shanti 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 Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Please have your seats. Offer the flowers outside. Thank you all very much for standing and joining us in our opening prayer. Yeah. Oh, that's the big right. Yeah, that's it. Come, you my assistant. Yeah. Take this over. Om Yena Mitta Satam Snapiyanti Shamashuraro Yena Sandate Arivam Pramajadeva Upon Bhagatam Bharyatam. Touch the clothes. Om Itatva Vasaha Pratamam Swannam Payataduha Yad Iha Dehi Pura Ishta Purva Manusyam Vidam Yatra Edatam Bahuda Vida Ruhu. Om idam hiramyam viviti tatte piravi puram swargam pahu hastam nivarti dakshanam. So we are quoting mantras from the Atharva Veda on the part of the Antishti Sanskar. Here it is said, when someone passed away, bathing of the body, new clothes, new ornament, is a reflection of the soul traveling in a new manner to Bhagwan abode. Take one of the pin now. Take one. You will leave. Take one with the leaf and with the leaf. No. We're doing three one by one. Om Adhya Amuk Gotra Amuk Rookmin Harripersad Namasya Mritistane Shaunimit Eshide Pindo Mayadi Ateta O Patishtata. Face that way. Put it on the ground. Only face that way. Go to touch hand with him. Take another one. Come Om Adhya Amuk Goda Rookmin Harripersad Namasya Anubrit Dwaradeshi Pandimit Vishnu Devatova Deshide Pindo Mayadi Yadeta O Patishtata. Next to one. One more. Om Adhya Amuk Goda Amuk Prerna Rookmin Harripersad Namasya Pratikesha Nimit Eshite Pindo Mayadi Yade Tavo Patishtata. This is the next one. Put on. Om Pinde Pujanam Mayadi Yade Tavo Patishtata. Every person is yes, Jalam Mayadi Yade Tavo Patishtata. Dandananto Mayadi Yade Tavo Patishtata. Om Tulsi Pante Mayadi Yade Tavo Patishtata. Om Gandam Mayadi Yade Tavo Patishtata. When we face out, we pray that, O God, through that beautiful form of Dharamraj Yamraj, bless the soul. Om Nadini Dhanu Devaha Shankachakra Gadadaraha Akshaha Pundarikakshaha Rookmin Harripersad Preta Moksha Pado Bhava. Take up the first one, you will help me. Take it up, first one. Touch the right hand and place it by the left hand. Help him to lift it. Lift your right hand. Lift it. Yeah. Touch the right hand and carry by the left hand. Yeah, go by the left hand. Yeah. Second one, the same thing. You come to the elbow area. Pinde Pujanam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Third one will come. Touch the hand, touch very hard and then put it on the side. Om Pinde Pujanam. Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Chandanantu. Put it on the mala then now. This one for you. Pushpama, you touch on him. Pushpamala. Maya, yeah, right, very good. Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Yes, that's it. There's some whole body weight. Yeah. Om Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Take this off. Walking out. This one here. Om Yamadware Mahagore Shandintam Samritam Tatralokanartayam Nipuvayam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Go to the feet and go past the side. Stop. Come. Hold it. Push on. This one. Yeah. This one. Spare some of the essence. Om Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Take this. Om Yamadware Mahagore Chandantam Samritam Tatralokanartayam Vipuvayam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Come this way. Come this way. Look at your feet. Om Chandanantu Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Yamadware Mahagore Chandantam Tatralokanartayam Vipuvayam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Chandanantu Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Yamadware Mahagore Chandantam Samritam Tatralokanartayam Vipuvayam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Yamadware Mahagore Chandantam Samritam Tatralokanartayam Vipuvayam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Yamadware Mahagore Chandantam Samritam Tatvayanargayam Deepavayam Maya Diyate Tavopadishtadam. Immediate family, those who would like to come forward and make offering now, please come forward. We offer the finger. By offering the finger, the first one refers to the individual living in a home and praying to God. And the God of the home protecting and blessing the person, so we seek dismissal them. Secondly, the doorway of the house, we give gratitude. As the body is moving out, the soul will travel along, dismissal. Third one is dismissal to move on. Right, so now we're going to walk right. Yes. Stay one second. Gandam Maya Diyate Tavopadishtadam.
Oh, very much thank you to our beloved spiritual, inspirational Panditji. At this juncture now, while the art is being performed by the various family members, I want you all to know that if you have to remember the legacy of this woman, this lady, you would put a handle as a distinguished lady, a lady of steel, a lady of strength like iron, to reach this day for age and her dharma. What is the most important thing in your life is how you maintain your dharma. Nothing must come in front of you to take away that. So I will call on Gwenan to do a bhajan. He is very much close to this family here. And Mr. Kumar Ramlal. And a very happy Mother's Day, although life is about living and dying. So some people will say, don't wish, but your mother is always eternal and very much empowerment in your life. So happy Mother's Day to all the ladies here and to our beautiful soul who is laying there. I'm sure that the way the children took care of her. Sometimes you feel the ladies will take care. In this case, the men took care of their mother even more than the ladies. If we could have given a clap, give them a clap, man. That it's rare. It's a rare thing. So, Mr. Kumar Ramlal, very appropriate bhajan.
कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं, बात अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा। कभी गिरती हुई को उठाया नहीं, बात आंसू बहाने से क्या फायदा। मैं तो मंदिर गया पूजा आरती की, पूजा करते हुए ये ख्याल गया, कभी माँ बाप की सेवा के ही नहीं, सिर्फ पूजा की करने से क्या फायदा। कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं, बात अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा। माता पिता के ही चरणों में चरधाम है, आजा आजा यही मुक्ति का दाम है। पिता माता की सेवा के ही नहीं, फिर तीर्थों में जाने से क्या फायदा। कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं, बात अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा। कभी घेटी हुई को उठाया नहीं, बात आंसू बहाने से क्या फायदा। बात आंसू बहाने से क्या फायदा बात आंसू बहाने से क्या फायदा.
Thank you very much. And the bhajan says, it's very important to take care of your parents. Don't wait until they go and then you want to give them the best of flowers and you're waiting for the pandara to give them the best of food. It's an important impact in your life when you take care of your parents every day. Because when you are a baby and before you were born, you are 9 months into that womb. And then they never turn their back on you until they reach 7, 8 years. And still, when they die, they still want to know how good you will be after they left. So I will call on Mala now, a very distinguished person, to do the bhajan. When the eulogy is going on, there must be no walking around. So the eulogy will come after. There should be total silence because the eulogy is actually the life of this person.
प्रेम से बोलिए राजा रामचंद्र की जय. प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है. प्रभु जी प्रभु जी प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है. सुख करता दुख हरता पावन परमात्मा है. प्रभु जी प्रभु जी प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है. तूफान में जो कश्ती है वो बीच डगर में है. माठी के बन में अब तो ईश्वर है ईश्वर है. जो बेजो पार लगाता जो बेजो पार लगाता पूर्ण परमात्मा है. सुख करता दुख हरता पावन परमात्मा है. प्रभु जी प्रभु जी प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है. जीवन एक उलझन है बातों में न बस जाना. जिस राह में राम मिले उस राह में बस जाना. एक बार जो शरण में आता एक बार जो शरण में आता वो पूर्ण आत्मा है. सुख करता दुख हरता पावन परमात्मा है. प्रभु जी प्रभु जी प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है. झुकिया है अब ना करना सब प्रभु को अर्पण करना. झुकिया है सबको करना प्रभु करो अपना करना. साधु के संग में रहना सच की माला तो जपना. ओ खाली झोली भरता ओ खाली झोली भरता ऐसा परमात्मा है. सुख करता दुख हरता पावन परमात्मा है. प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mala goes throughout the country and sing, but today her bhajan is one of the most important things for her mother. Mala didn't live here as she was her mother-in-law, but they knew they were family. So at this juncture now, a very important aspect of the funeral program today, and this is the eulogy would be done by Nadia Harripersad, who is my cousin's daughter, my cousin who was like a brother to me. Nadia lost her mother at a very long time, and when she came to this family, she had gotten her mother. So she came, she traveled from Canada to be here. Sometimes when parents die, children forget. They don't even want to come to the funeral. They have to save that money for their child or their grandchild. Acknowledge it. I know very much. I'm in the community for over 40 years. I'm 65, but probably not looking that old. But you know, today's measure, you will really hear, as I have told you all, that this indeed was a distinguished woman of character.
Thank you very much for that introduction. Namaskar, Sitaram, morning to everyone. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the life of Rookmin Harripersad. Rookmin was born on June 8, 1935, to the parents of Rambali and Udasi. Together, they had 6 girls and 2 boys. The late Popo Ramnarayan, Baby, Mamin, Ramcharan, Jean, Rookmin, and Sirajin. She was born and raised in Roshad Road, Penal, and then moved to number 4 Oropuch Road, South Barapur. During this time, she learned how to sew and made the best wedding dress, and then opened up her own sewing classes and started teaching the art of sewing. And that's where she met the love of her life, Boise Harripersad. They both got married in 1962 and then moved to Penal. Together, they had both 4 boys and 1 girl. Visham, brother boy, Anil, Andy, and Boo. They all decided to get married. So then came the in-laws, Mala, Merlin, myself, Nadis, Wendy, and David. She was grateful to have 8 grandkids and 3 grandson-in-laws, and was even blessed to see her 3 great grandkids. As she was the oldest of her nieces and nephews, she had to look after them while their parents went to work in the rice and cane fields. Some of you may have known her as Tanti from the parlor at the Vedic school, and that's where she spent her last days before retirement. Her strong mind, dedication, and ambition just didn't stop her there. Even after the age of 80, she still continued to sew, because that's what she was very passionate about. The one thing that puts a big smile on her face is having family gathering and cooking. Sadly, she lost her husband, Boise Harripersad, in 2018, and her eldest son, Visham, in 2022. She was never the same anymore. But that didn't stop her from learning how to use a smartphone. Bet your business, if you didn't call her, she'd be calling you next morning. I tell you, that wasn't the end of her learning skills. She then learned how to use WhatsApp and YouTube. And then she knew how to find her favorite Indian soap opera, which kept her busy. And she had 2 dogs, Princey and Lacey, to occupy her time. But they cannot bite a fly. She was the best mom that any child could ever wish for. We give praise and thanks to God for a beautiful soul like her, for all the time and fun memories she has shared with us, will always remain in our hearts forever. She will be missed dearly by her children, grandchildren, her friends, her entire family circle, all her neighbors, and this community. She was a well-respected elderly in this community. She wanted to say thank you to everyone for all the help and the support you have assisted her in whatever way to make her comfortable. In her last days, she had a very difficult and challenging time and had a very strong team to support her. So to the nurses, the doctors, the cleaners, the drivers, the cooks, the watchmen, I highly thank you. And you know who you are, because there's too many names to call on that list. Life is like a seed. You sow it, you plant it, you water it, it grows, it blossoms. And then, this is the next chapter. So, my question to you, my brothers and sisters, how are you preparing? How are you enhancing yourself for this moment here today? We, the Harripersad family, would like to thank everyone for coming out, for all the support. We greatly appreciate it. As the Atma goes back to Padmatma and joins in union with her master, her creator, that source of creation, may she reunite. We will miss her dearly. This is our queen. Our queen. When we say our queen, what does that mean? That means she's our everything. She was a part of our life from day one to now. 90 years. 90 years is a big number. So my question again, what are you doing to enhance yourself, to prepare for this day? Ma, we are going to miss you dearly, but there's only one thing I would leave with you today, is we love you. Thank you, and Sitaram.
Thank you very much. And she had expounded that eulogy in such a way, and I think it touched your heart, and also for her generation to take this message today, to carry it to their generations, to continue having a good life like hers. At this juncture, as we will break the monotony of the speech, I will call on Kumar Ramlal again to do a bhajan, a song for Mother's Day for her. And this song, this bhajan, is dedicated my Aake Ki Mamta Ka Pyar, also dedicated to her grandchildren who could not make it here. You know, children are very important. If we love our neighbor child, the Bible even say, you will love thy neighbor as yourself. It's all the books say the same thing. When you practice with love, then you will build love. You don't get it overnight. So it's important, you know, that we serenade her with this song from all her grandchildren. We know how we love the grandchildren. Sometimes we love the grandchildren more than the own one.
मैया की ममता तजी तजी बाबा का प्यार बाल का गबियन की मनहार तज के सब परिवार को तज मुरली की ताज अपनों से मुख मोर के मथुरा चले रे कार सोना सोना लागे बीरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम सोना सोना लागे बीरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम जमुना रोए मधुबन रोए रोए कदम की छैया हो रोए कदम की छैया भर भर नैना रोई रे गवाले भर भर नैना रोई रे गवाले रोए बीरज की गैया राह रोक कर रोए मनुष्य का ओ राह रोक कर रोए मनुष्य का बिक रहे मुर्शाम रे सोना सोना लागे बीरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम बोल सके ना घर के पंछी असुवन से भर नैना असुवन से भर नैना आजा काना ना जा काना ना जा काना ना जा काना आजा काना ना जा काना भूखे रे पिंजरे की नैना नरिया रोवे गिरवल रोए ये कान्हा का नाम रे सोना सोना लागे बिरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम प्रेम दीवानी राधा रानी भर नैनन में पानी ओ प्रेम दीवानी राधा रानी भर नैनन में पानी सुबक सबत कहे हरे काना हरे काना हरे काना सुबक सबत कहे हरे काना तूने बिरहा की पीर न जानी कैसे कटेगी तुम बिन साथी जीवन की अब शाम रे सोना सोना लागे बिरज का दान गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम सोना सोना लागे बिरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम
Thank you very much. And you know, sometimes we're afraid of people, we're afraid of crowd, we're afraid of little this, sometimes we're afraid of your own parents, how they treat us. And if that's all what be hiding anyway, I'm sure after that song, the Atma is here presently to celebrate Mother's Day with you all on Sunday. Remember, the soul will be here until the Bandara. So we go on now to expression by her niece, Sheena Babulal. You know, sometimes the niece is just like my own child. I love my niece and nephew. I'm just like my own children. But as I always tell them, they have more land and house more than me. So I wouldn't give them my, if they didn't have, it would have been gone to them. This is the type of love we talk about.
Good morning and Sitaram to everyone. Today, as we remember our dearly departed soul, I'll share a short story about this funeral. Today, Tanti Rookmin, or Ma as we would call her, in her better days, have already planned and programmed how her funeral would turn out today. After the loss of her late husband, Boise, several years ago, and with her children living in Canada and England, she decided to put things in place to make it easier for everyone today. So in that time frame, she carefully thought, she planned, she discussed with her family about today, and even purchased what she wanted according to her style and preference. She even liaised with Baba here on what she'd like done today and after. Maybe you know, but I don't know anyone who's ever really planned their funeral way before their death to this extent. This outfit and accessories that she is wearing here today was all purchased by her long before now. We joked with her about it, saying we might even leave her before and never get to see her wearing it. But it was no laughing matter to her, because she said what she had to say and that was final. Long before now, she requested that her eulogy be prepared. And it was done, and it was even read to her while she was alive. She chose her homecoming song this morning, also long before now, and we still joked about these things with her, but she was firm in her decisions. When I look back at the 90 years of life that she's lived, apart from being the humble and soft-spoken person she was also such a nurturing, family-oriented, and dedicated lady. She nurtured not only her 5 children, but all of her nieces, nephews, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, neighbors, and her 2 dogs were all treated with that same amount of motherly patience, love, and attention. Looking back today at the many pictures we have, we laugh and we feel a heartache at the same time as we remember happier times spent at this very home. I'm sure when you got the news that she had passed away, you too had some memory of fun times spent here with her, Boise, and their family. And can we take a minute to remember that whenever we came here, she was always insistent that we have something to eat and drink. No matter how much you tried to convince her that you were full, you just had to have the smallest bite and beverage before leaving. As I leave, I'd like you to bear something in mind. In the world today, with technology and change of lifestyle, family bonds are slipping away. If anything, let's take some notes from Rookmin's Book of Life. Let's try our best to keep in touch with loved ones, near and far, be it a phone call or a visit. Create as much happy memories as you can together. Pray every day. Be kind to animals and stay humble. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you very much, and it was done so eloquent. I think give her a little round of applause. At this juncture now, before we go on to a very important person to give his speech, very rare you find a son-in-law would come to talk for the mother-in-law with great respect and honor. I'll call on Kavita Gangaram to do a short song before we go on to the other very important speech. You know, it is not about family, but it is about relationship. I know a lady, she's 100 and something years, and she owns children to talk to she. If she wants to go somewhere, she had to get a ride from somebody. So it is important for I to talk and remind you, you know, don't make your heart like a stone. Pathar ke sanam. Pathar means that hard stone. It was only recently my mother-in-law, she grandchildren would pass and blow the horn. They wouldn't even blow the horn. She's sitting there, she's senile. And they wouldn't bring a sweet ring for her, some of them. So speaking today is let your children know how to honor and respect older people, because you will meet that day surely.
Sister, I got here a little bit late, so I don't know if anybody sang this song as yet, but it's a song for mothers. I'll get a little bit emotional because we know her well, and last year we lost our nanny as well.
दुखन लागी है माँ तेरे किया, दुखन लागी है माँ तेरे किया, मेरे लिए जागे है तू, मेरे लिए जागे है तू, सारी सारी रतिया मेरी निंदिया भी, अपनी निंदिया भी तू बलिहारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी बोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, अपना नहीं तुझे सुख दुख कोई, अपना नहीं तुझे सुख दुख कोई, मैं मुस्काया तू मुस्काई, मैं मुस्काया तू मुस्काई, मैं रोया तू रोई, कितनी सुंदर है, कितनी शीतल है, न्यारी न्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ।
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just imagine if I had to call her. She had won Masana Bahar Prize and all of that. She'd been very, very close to the family, especially to this lady, as she said. And I now introduce her son-in-law, Mr. David. Give him a good clap before he comes. David didn't come here alone. He brings his beloved wife. I think that's the most beautiful one. And I think
Rookmin.
and his two very handsome sons there. Very rare find that. Very rare. Give them a little round of applause.
Okay, I've been given my instructions by my wife. She said, you might not understand me, so I'm going to talk very, very slow. But she's given me a time limit, so I'll do my best. So, and my speech is here. I've just got, oh, here we go. Oh no, that's the wrong person. No. This is about words and about actions, the whole thing. And I wanted to say this. Words feel inadequate at times like this. How can I possibly capture the essence of this tiny, cute little lady? That's what my boys used to call her. She's a little cute little lady. However, we'll try and have a go. Here's the words I would describe her with. She was strong, determined, selfless, kind, generous, thoughtful, organized, strong, and incredibly loving. How we going all right so far? Yeah. This could go really good or not so good at all, yeah? Right, let me explain her strength and her determination. This like when she dropped everything and came running. Well, actually she was more limping towards us, but she came to England so fast just to help with the boys, because at that moment in time, as a man, I didn't really know what to do. So she came here and she just made everything safe, and she was great. She was incredibly organized, as everyone knows. When she came, she would reorganize my kitchen, and I don't know where everything is. We was looking for things for weeks after, but she was as good as gold. We loved it for that. She was thoughtful. She was like on our wedding night. She decided it was the right thing to do for her and her loving husband, my father-in-law Boise, to sleep with me and Val on the same night. It was a fantastic evening, and we'll never forget that. I'm sure you will understand, and we never forgot that. Okay, here's how clever she was. She didn't really understand what I was saying a lot of the time. I would speak and she would go, eh? And I would say something, well, Mum, you know, can I get, eh? But Mum, eh? So she taught me some Trinidad to talk. And when I would say something, Mommy, can you give me a drink now? She'd be like, oh, I get, yes, David, I'll do that. And it would work. She was an amazing teacher, like how she taught me the greatest phrase of all time. Val, give me a drink now. It worked. But it only was allowed to do it in front of her. When I got home, she'd go, no, I will not give you a drink. She also introduced me to the magic of Bollywood movies. We've sat down and watched quite a few over the years. The first one was Sita and Geeta, a nice black and But she would laugh at me because I was crying. And she put on these ones just so that I would cry, so she would keep on doing that. Anyway, but we watched so much after, and it was great. She was so loving. She had this way of making everyone feel special and loved. Then, for instance, if I said something stupid, she would buff me up, make me feel like a child, and say, oh, David, you alright? And I'd be like, yeah, okay. Yes, Mommy, I love you. Seriously though, my favourite thing about her was this: all these words that we are saying to describe her, it would embarrass her, and she would say, no, this isn't me, this isn't me. And we would say, yes it is, because we love you, and she goes, no. Look, some people tell you how great they are, but she would show you. Some people tell you how kind they are, and what they would do for you, but she would show you. Some people tell you what they would do for you, but she would do it without asking. And some people tell you how, you know, like how godly they are, but she would show us. Words wasn't what Mum did, she was action. That's why when I look around today and I can see the sea of sad faces, people who genuinely loved her, and I know that because I've been around here for about 30 something years. I know. I can prove this by why so many of us are coming together to give her just a small percent of what she has given others. And I know that Verl really appreciates that, so I thank you from the bottom of my heart. The one part of the speech that I kept because she asked for it, Verl wants me to close with this one. To my lovely Shawnee, Shara, Natalie, Narissa, Reese, Zara, Caden and Callis, and obviously all the young new ones. Love and hug your mum and dad every day and every time opportunity allows. Hang on to every detail of your time with them, as it's incredibly heartbreaking when the inevitable day arrives, when you cannot hear their voices or feel the softness of their touch. Drive on.
Thank you very much. And I had spoken about relationships, how beautiful that relationship could have been. And the endorsing of him, I'm sure that you will give him a round of applause. You remember that. One of the most important things in your life is when you're sick or when you die, for people to be there for you. That's a true friend. And as I've spoken before, the grandchildren, you know, they are like diamonds and pearls. And but the only day before yesterday, I was eating, and my granddaughter she could be 5 next month, and she went and she brought her water for me without asking me, Aja, if you want water. You understand? Very great examples to be reminded of. And I'm sure this is the way these grandchildren, all her grandchildren are. So with Narissa and Natalie, the grandchildren, please come forward. And before calling them, I have never spoken. It's okay. I will. You know, I make them out before calling them. I could just see the eyes of their mama.
Sitaram, everyone. Grandma, you are the definition of what a grandma is. You showed us love, you shared stories with us, and gave us advice on life. You gave life to our dad. And we see your warmth, love, and nurture in him every day.
You had a soft touch that we can never forget. We will never forget your soft hands and the way you would massage us or hold our hand every time we sat next to you. We still remember how it felt to hold your hand. We still remember the way your soft skin felt to touch. We laugh as we remember, although you were small, you were not to be messed with. The last time we came to visit you, you would never sit down and relax, no matter how unwell you were feeling. You always wanted to make sure we were happy and fed. And we know how territorial you were about your kitchen and your food. When we last came to visit you, we asked you to sit down and relax, and we would take care of the cooking. But every time we turned around, you were there adding more salt and garlic to the pot. When we woke up in the morning, roti was already prepared. You always would be in the fridge checking for leftovers and would complain if food sat there for more than 2 days. You lived a long life and stayed strong right to the end. You showed us strength. We had a talk with Auntie Verl, and we thought that your passing the week of Mother's Day was so fitting because you are the perfect representation of what a loving mother and grandmother is. When we think of you, we think of love and motherhood. And may you rest in peace, Grandma. We love you forever and always. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it's important to know the feelings you share. And by just looking at them alone, the way they have spoken, you know that the love that these children had grown up with. If you don't continue to give them love, show them love and honor and respect, in some places in Canada, America, and Trinidad, a child, when they reach 16, 17, 18 years, they pull a gun and they shoot in about 10, 12. Children, teacher, anybody. It is in your hand to generate back that feelings and that touch of humanity in you while you exist. Very rare people bring their children to funeral, so they doesn't really know how good people had lived, right? And sooner or later, them children, same children, to turn a boy in Barrackpore. He killed the mother and he got on Lyman in San Fernando. He was the strongest Indian in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. He took the last bit of the milk from the mother. So if you think a child could make you happy, your neighbor child could make you happy as the same way. But how you live, what you give them to hold as a foundation, they take it wherever they are. So at this juncture, I will call Mala to do a short bhajan, and this bhajan is in behalf of her late husband, and also this bhajan is for Papa. They are meeting, and when they meet, the life she lived. Remember the song, Tumhi mere mandir, Tumhi mere puja, Tumhi mere devata. To a woman, the husband is their God, is their livelihood and their happiness. But in turn, if he hit you wouldn't say that. It takes two hands to clap, one hand don't clap. You understand? If a woman gives the husband that great honor, like Kamla Prasad Bisesa continue to give her beloved husband wherever she is, you will be successful. As you remember her today, I think the life that she lived, she deserved an award. And her award, her prayer, was that she wanted to live before Kamla win this mother of all elections. You understand? So she now is the mother of the nation. I'm not saying Camille Robinson Regis is not a mother too. Her time will come back again. And ladies, the 3 position, watch out men. The 3 highest position in the country right now is being led by great ladies. Over to this very special lady.
तुम ही मेरी मंदिर, तुम ही मेरी पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो। कोई मेरी आँखों से देखे तो समझो कि तुम मेरी क्या हो, कि तुम मेरी क्या हो। तुम ही मेरी मंदिर, तुम ही मेरी पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो।
तुम ही मेरे हाथों से बिंदिया की झिलमिल, तुम ही मेरे हाथों से गजरों की मंजिल, तुम ही मेरी मंदिर, तुम ही मेरी पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो. As I cut the bhajan short there was a pandit named Samurat Pandit, right? In one of the jug when the Katha reached about 8:30, he said, well, beta, you know, it's better to take the medicine by the tablespoon, not by the pot spoon. Alright, so sometimes you look at time, you have to cut to fit, like what she did, she cut to fit. And by cutting and fitting and adjusting her life, she made the 90 years. Look at yourself now and look at yourself. If you want to become 90 or 100, you can. And lots of people, especially Indian people, they don't exercise. It was only last week, Saturday, I made a walk from Barrackport to San Fernando, Skinner Park. I had done it in 2 hours and a half. If you want your heart and lungs to stand and your muscles stand strong, you must exercise. Okay, that is why I'm feeling so young today. My dear friends, you know, if Mama was exercising, the Mama she had how much love she gets, she doesn't be 100, right? So exercise is very, very important. Somebody in the congregation here, he, a relative of the family, Shakar, could please come up to give a close prayer. He's like, you know, a pillar into Sanatan Dharam. He believes in himself and have that great honor and respect here.
अच्छा बोलिए राजा रामचंद्र की जय तो Assalamu alaikum, Namaste Aul Sitaram, and good day, not so good day, but we could make it a little better for each and every one. First, I'll just say a few words and 2 lines in a bhajan. Thank everyone for being here today, because someday we will need someone to be there for we also. So, hands go out for everyone who is here today. And it's something that we forget when we come to a funeral. But we must always remember, today is our mother, is no other name I could describe she as, a mother, no other name again. And next, it will be us for sure. It's only 2 things that we could do in this life. Once we're born, we must die, you know. And I like to do just a short line in a bhajan. I know time is shortly, and then the next speaker will come on. मत कर तू अभिमान रे बंधे झूठी तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे बंधे झूठी तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान तेरे जैसे लाखों आए लाखों इस माटी में खाए तेरे जैसे लाखों आए लाखों इस माटी में खाए राह का नाम निशान रे बंदे मत कर तू अभिमान झूठी माया झूठी काया वो तेरा जो हरि गुण गाया झूठी माया झूठी काया वो तेरा जो हरि गुण गाया जप ले हरि का नाम रे बंदे मत कर तू अभिमान. I will cut them because no time is short and one thing I like to just give out 2 lines from the bhajan says whatever we possess in this world it will never be with us. Is the only thing is the Lord name and millions has come to Tere Jaise Lakho Aaye and the earth eats up everyone. So whatsoever we possess in this world, do not be proud of it. Even this body also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And if I didn't call them, how much we have been missing out. So at this juncture now, at this age, we remind of ourselves that she lived that honorable life in order today to get those very great sentiments and dedication. If it's from here till Penal, or when you live in Barrackpon, it's like me. When you die, if people have to hide and say it, they'll say how good you is, and they'll say how bad it is. Oh, I sure she's in heaven now. And if you take good for it, it's good for you. He takes so much of cattle, he do this, he do that, he good for him. So how you make your bed, so you will lie in it. And she is lying here like Princess Diana. She probably looking more beautiful than her husband. So at this juncture now, to remind you all, I'm not being too special, but yes, to every blue sky there is a silver lining. Do not measure all your children or, let them know this one is better than the other one. To every blue sky, there's a silver lining. If the child have to come at a carpenter, sometimes the builder make more money than the doctor self. But you want the child to become the doctor or the engineer, right? And sometimes you can make them very unhappy because when they have to have a different career. You understand? So, yes, she came by me just after Papa's funeral with one of her sons, and she requested that I being here today. I'm the busiest person in the whole of Trinidad, if you all know. Who know me and could see me. Sometimes you see me here, just now you don't see me in Faizabad. Sometimes you see me in Shagon. I said, everybody know me. I can't hide. I can't do nothing wrong. You understand? So I'm not a doctor, not a lawyer, but my name ring a bell. And your child could be reaching as much as they want if you give them that support. And if I don't do this little bhajan for her before we give her to Mala, when I held the paper here first, I was looking for Mala name first. And I was holding paper for good while I was watching. I think you all saved the best for the last. I hope nobody will vex me. Mala is very honorable. Not only very beautiful, she's not even getting old self. You understand? I think she prepared for them before they born and after they born. These cherished people. Long time when you know a good man, a good little sadhu in the village, you make sure the children don't pass them. But if you know somebody real good and they catching the tail, them is the people you have to take a hamper and carry it for them. Because their life is indeed a struggle. Right? That's why sometimes you see when the Bhandara and thing done, they have 4 or 5 bags. And if you know somebody well catching the tail, you could give them one too. Right? They said don't put all the egg in one basket. It will break. So most of you all know that bhajan nadi anapi kabi apna jal break shanna khai kabi apna bal. If you married self and you go in that marriage like she did, you're not living for yourself anymore. Right? What our beloved Prime Minister win this election for is that she going to support and she will sacrifice her life for everyone in this country. Okay, so say a prayer for her every day. Say a prayer for Robinson too. Right? But Kamala is there and she needs to make this country a safer place. He said, and I'm sure that people will see it. You know, the first thing we want her to do is to, nowadays when people have a wake, our beloved Prime Minister, they're afraid to keep people after 9, 10 o'clock because people have no shame. They will come and hands up the wake as well. So we want her to deal with this. We have a senior police in our midst here, and we know Mr. Harripersad. He will change his gear. He will put on the 4th, 5th gear now to see that our country is being safer. So this bhajan goes out for these children here, right? People have told me, especially my brother told me, that these children will take turns for months and be here for Mama and Papa. Where are you finding that anyway? They're coming for a week self when they're sick. You understand? Not even a week. I told them that God would bless them, bless their generation, and these people don't speak like me. They do it silently, right? If I ask them to talk silently, they should talk now, right? But if you look at them, if you know what is true beauty, start to do something good, and you will be as handsome as they are, and beautiful as his daughter. I will get some links if I put chair across too. It's very much to be balancing. You can hurt somebody. If a beggar pass, and they tell you, Vidish, how you looking so? You will feel bad. And then the Prime Minister self passed, and she said, look how nice you're looking. Man, you're looking forward to maybe 100 years. Your words are very strong. And your dharma says, as you sow, so your shall reap. And the Bible also say, as you sow, so shall you reap. But do not hold back from your culture. Indian culture, African culture is very, very great. You know, she used to enjoy herself so much with her family until sometimes she would say she wanted to see all so happy. The children, he said, well, take a little drinks out of that. But everything needs to be balanced. You have to hide from that thing. You understand? To say, Mama make me drink, or Papa make me drink, I see the neighbor making me drink, or taking a smoke. If you smoke and you're satisfied with cigarette, you're going to marijuana because it's just not legal. But it's your balance. And then you're going to coke it for the dustbin. So please be reminded of the balance in your life. So you don't have to blame nobody. You won't have to blame Mama one day. Most of you already bhajan and sing that the life she lived and the way that these children and grandchildren do. I think one of the grandchild married from here. You married from here. They were how close they live. That they was part of each other. And don't forget that. Tell your children and grandchildren too, so that they will continue to love and serve. Nadiyan piye kabhi apna jal, brekshan kaye kabhi apne pal. Nadiyan piye kabhi apna jal, brekshan kaye kabhi apne pal. अपने तन का मन का धन का दूसरों को दे जो दान है वो सच्चा इंसान करे इस धरती क्या भगवान है नदियाँ पिए कभी अपना जल वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने फल घर से जिसका अंग जले और दुनिया को नेत से वास दे दीपक से इससे क्या जीवन है हो तुझो को अपना प्रकाश दे तुझो को अपना प्रकाश दे धर्म है जिसका भगवत गीता धर्म है जिसका भगवत गीता सेवा है देर पुराण है वो सच्चा इंसान करे इस धरती क्या भगवान है नदियन पिए कभी वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने पर I got in short too, right? Oh, Matumala.
Thank you, Videsh, for that ever and always so kind introduction. In the best interest of time, we're going to keep my part of it very, very short, but I hope I'll be succinct enough to cover everything in this 2 minutes or so. First of all, let me say Sitaram, Namaste, and a good morning to every one of you here. Most of you may know me as Mala, some will know me as Indira, but for those of you who do not know me, I am the grandniece of our dearly departed, someone who I fondly refer to as Rookmin Mausi. So I am representing the third generation of youngsters who are sharing our love here this morning. I believe that life is initially and ultimately the greatest gift to us from God. And the choices we make in using the opportunities given to us to live our lives are the most significant ways that we can say thank you to God. Mausi has certainly been able to live her life making very informed choices in the way she has made use of her opportunities to direct and lead her life. We would have heard from the speakers before me all of her nearest and dearest, those that she would have held very, very close to her heart. And they all, in everything that they would have said, they would have stood the testimony to the fact that she was indeed a blessed child of God. We started with Nadis, and Nadis would have mapped very carefully her journey and her path, that reverence, that soulfulness from the time of her birth to the time of her departure. She would have captured the essence of who Mausi was. And for that, we thank Nadis. Sheena also captured that very strong woman in her, the organized woman that she was, to ensure that even in the last moments of her life, she was able to dictate what she wants for the last moments of her life. So no one was ever in control of her life but herself. And it is because God gave her that confidence and that will to have until this last day the way she would have liked it to be. Also, her grandchildren, Larissa, Natalie, we know it was a little bit emotional, but it came from the heart. And very often when we get emotional, we know that it's coming from deep within. And the maternal love that she would have given you all as the matriarch. I told someone yesterday that she was 80, that is close to 90 years. And she was a matriarch. She was a strong woman. But even strong, as David said, little, but very, very strong will. She didn't need her size to dictate who she was as a woman and an example to all women today. Also, David, as her son-in-law, I'm sure he's very close by, David always speaks from his heart. And we know that he would have captured those very little moments that stood out, that all of us could attest to. We are real people, and when we stand up and we hear a speech, we like to keep it real. And if anybody know Mausi, these would be the little things, the simple things in life that David has captured, that I'm so really proud of him. He came in from a different culture, a different country, and he settled so very well, that inclusivity. And it was always because of Mausi, because she would have showed him that motherly compassion, love, taught him, shared with him so much of what he needed to come here and be a family and a son-in-law and a loved one to every single one of us. So I would like to say thank you to all of the speakers before me. Mausi has also been blessed with the most compassionate children. This is something, even if it takes me the extra minute, I would want to say that. You know, most mothers make the greatest sacrifices all their life. And in this Mother's Day weekend, I would like to say that I'm so proud of all her children for the great sacrifice they have made for their mother. Not only physically, emotionally, spiritually, wherever they were in every part of the world, every fleeting second of their life was gratitude towards their mother. It was her blessings that kept them going wherever they were, and it is her blessings that have brought all of them here, so they stand like a testimony to all of us. To the extended family and relatives who are here, I would like to thank you very much on behalf of the family for all of your rendition. The soulfulness of that song that Kavita sang, it touched our heart, and it was a symbol of motherhood when she sang that song for us, so we can always remember the moment here. I would like to say to everybody that a moment is never so important until it becomes a memory. We live every single moment. We have fun, we laugh, we talk, we share. But you know, when the moment itself becomes a memory, it is all that we have to hold on to. So to the relatives, Vernon, and everybody, even if I have not remembered to mention, all the relatives who are here today, cousins, second cousins, those who would have shared those fun times by their homes, following in her very same path because she offered food to everybody. That is the greatest blessing. And we all had the most wonderful time, and I'm seeing all of you here today, and I'm very grateful for that as well. To you, the friends and community members, you all were her extended family. You were part of her journey. You were part of that life that she created. And I'm certain that right now in spirit, she's happy. And if she were to have tears, it would be tears of joy to see all of you who shared her life with her, who made experiences with her, who built her up to be the strong and very admirable woman she had become. So I would like to thank all of the community members for coming here to show your last respects. To those of you who would have assisted the family during this period of mourning and who would have been here in the last couple of days, we are not forgetting you. Every single effort, word, phone call, text message, everything that you would have done in any small way is totally appreciated. And again, that is what would have made her heart happy. To our officiating pundit, also a dear member of the family, also thank you for keeping the rites and rituals well within your experience and keeping it pure so that we know that when she leaves here, she will be straight moving into that period of moksha in the great beyond. To our very able and competent chairperson, Videsh, so very eloquent, so lucky we are to have him in the family. And not only the eloquence, the fact that he's such a versatile person. You know, he could offer prayer, he could offer song, and he could say the very right words that we need to soothe our hearts. Always a gentleman, and I thank you very much for that, Uncle Videsh.
All-rounder.
All-rounder. And lastly, thank you to God. Thank you to God for sparing all of us life so that we can be here today, that we can be part of this entire, let's call it, celebration of Mausi's life. We have the strength, we have the health, and we have come here to learn something from what every single one of us has taught us today, which is love, compassion, and brotherhood to each and every one of our brothers and sisters. So, I said I will keep it short. On behalf of my family and my extended family, I pray as Mausi leaves this earthly sojourn towards the heavenly abode, may her soul be renewed and at peace. May she continue to look down and shower her blessings on her loved ones and give them courage, comfort, and strength to live their lives fully as she has done. So again, Mausi, I love you, we all love you, and as you make your way forward, be totally blessed. I now pass you over to Videsh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you know, by just looking at the program, I told you she would have been the best. And thank you for being yourself. She has reached a very great height in her career. But those little things that you said and being here for the family, you could really be making their life very comfortable. Thank you all very much, and over to Pandit Ji for having the patience with us. May the Pandit don't do that. Thank you very much.
Now I want to say patience. Everybody stand as a situation. सर्वेश्वर दीनबंधु भवभय हरणम अपराध सर्वेश्वर कुरु परिवारस्य शोक निवारण कुरु संतोष दीयते सर्वेश्वरं कृपा सर्वे जनस्य शुभगति प्राप्ते ओम याविषं तेरंतरिक्षुकम शांति पृथ्वी शांति रापः शांति वृषभः शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वे देवा शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वभूम शांति शांति देव शांति सामा शांति वृद्धि सुशांति भवतु हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय मापति महादेव की जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय सियापति रामचंद्र की जय सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय सबको जय जय सीता. Have your seats. Offer your flowers. Who would like to view the body, please come forward. And then we make preparation to travel to Shanti Tirana.
So you all will be having the viewing now. You're going to come in nice little line and you go from this side to the other side so things could be as fluently. And while we are having the viewing, we will do a bhajan or two. So I'll ask Vinan to come and do a bhajan. Chanting is very, very good, very, very great. It keeps your mind strong, connected. It brings healing to yourself as well.
तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. मैं कब से तरस रहा था, मेरे आंगन में कोई खेले, नंगे से हंसी के बदले मेरी सारी दुनिया ले. तेरे संग झूम रहा है मेरी बाहों में जग सारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। आज उंगली ताकती तेरे, तुझ में चलना सिखलारो। चल हाथ पकड़ना मेरा, जब मैं बूढ़ा हो जाऊं। तू मिला तो मैंने पाया, जीने का नया सहारा। मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा, तुझे दीपक या तारा। मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। मेरे बात बीज दुनिया में, जिंदा मेरा नाम रहेगा। जो भी तुझको देखेगा, तुझे मेरा लाल कहेगा। तेरे रूप में मिल जाएगा, मुझको जीवन दोबारा। मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा, तुझे दीपक कहो या तारा। मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। जग में मेरा राज दुलारा, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा।
Thank you, and you know time is very important. I'll call Nadia. Nadia, please come forward to do the rendition. She represents the family again.
मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। हाथ जोत कर विनती करता, हाथ जोत कर विनती करता, ये बालक नादान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। सुन ले, सुन ले, सुन ले, सुन ले। जितनी सहारा है सब हारे, तेरा एक सहारा। दीन दुखी जन कायस जग में, तू ही तू रखवाला है। जितनी सहारा है सब हारे, तेरा एक सहारा है। दीन दुखी जन कायस जग में, तू ही तू रखवाला है। सुरम का तूफान कैसे जाए, सुरम का तूफान कैसे जाए, एक नंदी से जा। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। हाथ जोत कर विनती करता, हाथ जोत कर विनती करता, ये बालक नादान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे, बचा ले भगवान। सुन ले, सुन ले,
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and may you continue to always remember your culture, your Terminal, and then Mala to bless the other family. Mala will continue. But please, the sons who have to take the body now, please get ready. You know, they said they want to leave at 10:30, so we don't want to break that. You know, Mama is such a disciplinarian, and everything happened the way she really wanted it. So all of you have to tote the body and do it very easy, silent, you know, take it in a nice course. You know, when a police officer die, they have a little marching, regard, take your time. And if you could tote the body and put the body in your shoulder a little bit, then before you put it in the cup and the carriage. Please, the driver of the hearse, can you take the hearse to the junction there, please? Please convey my message to the coach, the driver of the coach and the bike. You could go straight to the junction because I asked them to tote the body on the shoulder a little bit. Please convey my message and you all would be ready shortly. So. And while the body is going, all of you can join and sing Raghupati Raga Baraja Ram Pati Tapavan Sita Ram. You understand that Mahatma Gandhi sang that bhajan every morning for will, for strength, and for the hereafter. Please convey the message to the hearse and the mic there that they want the body to go by the junction there. Thank you all very much. And those two chairs, remove those two chairs from the passenger.
They want the hearse by the
So you're holding it normally there, and when you reach out at the tent, then you put it on your shoulder. Nice and easy. We need one person again. We need one person again. How you do it? Okay.
No, finish.
Okay.
Andy coming up.
Oh yeah, this is one of the main men. Without him putting on body. So you say Ram, but it's a Ram Nam Satehai or this is Satehai, right? And then when you lift, then put it in the shoulder. When we outside there, put it in the shoulder, the toe. How she said, pick up and put in a gori, Maran Para does that. So this is why we do that to satisfy them. Ram Nam Satehai, Ram Nam Satehai, Ram Nam Satehai. And the thanks, very much special thanks to the driver, you know, of the coach and the undertaker. That is a very, very important. Ram Nam Satehai, Ram Nam Satehai, Ram Nam Satehai. Also the sound system, thank you very much. Without you, you couldn't have done it like this. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Pati Pavan Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Pati Pavan Sita. Right, put in your shoulder now. Make you all a strong man now. Easy, right? Be careful the matches are better. Nobody in a hurry now. We still have, yeah, maybe have 10 to here.
सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, वेद है, राम नाम सत्य है।
So we go in cut pan come back by 1:30 we do the